Well, the U.S. quickly sent word that it had nothing to do with these attacks, with statements both from the Secretary of State and just about an hour ago from the president himself. Let's get the latest now from the White House and White House correspondent Mike Carter. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, guys. Good morning. The IDF, Israeli Defense Forces, saying that Iran has launched 100 retaliatory drone strikes overnight in response to Israel's initial attack. Today, the president is saying to Iran, warning them to agree to a nuclear deal or face even more brutal attacks. Of course, this operation, Rising Lion by Israel overnight, striking a number of nuclear targets in Iran, also killing top nuclear scientists and top members of Iran's military. Let's take a look, as we just heard from our correspondent overseas. Iranian officials say strikes targeted the country, killing top leadership, including the commander of the IRGC, Hossein Soleimani. Iranian state media says Iran's supreme leader says the attack Israel had prepared for will be met with a strong response. Iran's supreme leader confirming that top nuclear scientists were killed in the initial strikes, and Iran's foreign ministry is calling on the international community to condemn this Israeli operation. Israeli strikes are expected to continue indefinitely to send a message to the Iranian regime, but also to damage their nuclear capabilities regarding enrichment and also the ability to attach warheads to their ballistic missile program. In a statement overnight, Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying, tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and in our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel. Well, here's what the president had to say on Thursday, shortly before these attacks took place.
There's a chance of massive conflict. We have a lot of American people in this area, and I said, we got to tell them to get out because something could happen soon. And I don't want to be the one that didn't give any warning and missiles are flying into their buildings. It's possible. So I had to do it. I had the choice. Do I do it or not? Doing it has its downside, but it also has its upside, like you're going to save a lot of lives if it should happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
All right, that was the president responding to his action on Wednesday, telling all U.S. personnel to get out of the Middle East. Today, the president on Truth Social saying, I gave Iran chance after chance to make a deal. I told them in the strongest of words to just do it. But no matter how hard they tried, no matter how close they got, they just couldn't get it done. I told them it would be much worse than anything they know, anticipated, or were told, that the United States makes the best and most lethal military equipment anywhere in the world by far, and that Israel has a lot of it, with much more to come. And they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was about to happen. They are all dead now, and it will only get worse. There has already been a great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter with the next already planned attacks be even more brutal, come to an end. Iran must make a deal before there is nothing left and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death, no more destruction. Just do it before it's too late. God bless you all. And again, the president reiterating that the United States was not involved in these initial strikes at all. The president also says he was not surprised, however, by these attacks. And we now know this, and all of the last several days makes sense. The U.S. warning U.S. personnel to leave the Middle East on Wednesday. The president also met with top officials at Camp David last Sunday. We were wondering why he went to Camp David. Now it appears we know why. Well, the president wants Iran to come to the negotiating table now, immediately, on the nuclear talks. And it's something that is actually getting top Democrats to agree with the administration.
I don't agree often with the Trump administration, but I think here it is important to say we need more negotiation, we need de-escalation, we need to get to a deal. This has the possibility of spinning entirely out of control. So we need to get these parties back to a negotiating table. We need the administration in there helping try to negotiate something.
Information. Truth. is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.